Hello, scientists. Today we're going to review one of scientists' most important skills, and that is their ability to make observations. We're going to talk about the two different kinds of observations, qualitative observations and quantitative observations. You'll be doing this yourself, but I'm going to be showing you exactly what I'm looking for. First, I wanted you to find a picture from anywhere in your world, inside your house or outside, and paste it here. I went to my kitchen and took a picture of some ketchup and mustard bottles. Now, I'm going to observe the ketchup and mustard bottles and make some qualitative observations first. Remember, qualitative observations are talking about quality. Everything has qualities, and we can observe qualities using our senses. We can feel these objects, smell them, taste them, look at them, listen to them, and see what we can observe from them. Remember, every time we make an observation, it is based only on our senses, and we're not making inferences, we're not making predictions, we're not saying things that other people might disagree with. Instead, we're trying to be very objective and just describe what we can observe. So when I look at this ketchup and this mustard, some things that I can observe are their color. The ketchup bottle is red, and it has a white cap. This is technically two observations. I see the red color of the bottle, the white cap. The mustard bottle is yellow and has a black cap. I can observe that with my eyes. The bottles are cold. When I was feeling them, because I took them right out of my fridge, I can feel their cold temperature. The ketchup bottle is taller than the mustard bottle. When I'm comparing them to each other, just with my vision, I can see that the ketchup is a little taller than the mustard. I could say the mustard bottle is smooth when I touch it and feel its texture. The ketchup bottle has rough, textured edges. I guess you can hold on to it to squeeze it. I'm making more than 5 observations. I'm going to make a bunch of qualitative observations based just on my senses. When I sampled and tasted the mustard is spicy. The ketchup is sweet. I'm using my sense of taste to observe those qualities. Finally, I could say the ketchup bottle is wider than the mustard bottle. Perhaps the bottle caps are round. So all of these things I can observe by tasting, feeling, looking at these bottles. These are the qualities that these bottles have that I could take in with my senses. Now I want to think for a moment about quantitative observations. Remember, quantitative observations are talking about quantities. Quantities are amounts, how much. In order to measure how much, we need to be using numbers to describe these things. If we're not using numbers, it's not quantitative. Sometimes quantitative observations are harder to make. Sometimes we need to use tools to measure. One very easy quantitative observation I can make is just to count how many things are here. There are 2 bottles here. That is a quantitative observation. I'm going to use numbers. There are 2 bottles. Another thing that's nice about what I chose is these bottles have already been measured by some scientists. The mustard, you can see, has 340 grams of mustard in it. There are 340 grams of mustard. The ketchup, let's look at that bottle. It says there are 567 grams of ketchup. That's a number. It's a quantitative description of these bottles. I used a ruler or a measuring tape that I had at my house to figure out how tall these bottles are so that I can describe them more with numbers. The mustard bottle is 13 centimeters tall. The ketchup bottle is 16.5 centimeters tall. So I was describing what I'm observing here with numbers, giving them specific quantities. Remember, scientists' observations should be specific, factual, and detailed. And we can use our senses to make qualitative observations about what we can sense. And we can use counting and measuring tools to figure out quantitative observations about what we can measure. Now you guys try.